Okay, so now let us take a look at this question over here. So this question, it says that the angle PQR is equal to 125 degree. The angle QRS is equal to R, and the angle STU is equal to 44 degree. Now you are looking for the value of R. Now to solve for this, first we are going to introduce a straight line over here, and this line, so this line it passes through this point over here, and it is parallel to the other two lines. Then we will introduce a third one, so like this, and it is also parallel to the other two lines over there. Then now I will call this angle over here, the small angle over here, A. I will call this small angle over here, B. I will call this angle over here, C. Then I'll call this angle over here, D. Now you realize that the R is going to be the C plus the D, because everything over here is what gives us the R. So in this case, we have to find for the C and find for the D. We put them together, then we get the value of the R. So our diagram looks like this. So we have the A, the B, the C, and the D, and everything over here is the R, and that is what we are looking for. So to solve for this, first the A is equal to 44 degree, because I can get the Z shape like this. So from this Z shape, you realize that this angle and this angle over here are alternate angles, and we know that alternate angles are equal. So therefore, the A is equal to 44. So I had that from the Z shape. So this angle and this angle are alternate angles. And then now I know what the A is. Now you realize that this whole angle over here is 80. And I know my A to be 44. So therefore, so if I do the A plus the B, I get 80. That is, if I do this A over here plus this B, I get this 80. That is the whole angle. And I know the A to be 44. So therefore, I can solve for the B. So I replace the A over there with 44. I solve for B, I get B to be 36. So therefore, the angle over here is 36. So I have the angle B. Then again, now I can also draw another Z shape. So I can do this like this. And this angle over here, the C and the B, are alternate angles. And alternate angles are the same. So therefore, the C is equal to B. So the angle C is equal to 36 degree. And finally, we can have this angle and this angle over here, the D, to be co-interior angles. So this 125 over here and the D are co-interior angles, meaning they are supposed to be supplementary. They add up to 180. So I can have 125 plus the D being equal to 180. Then I solve for the D by moving this to the other end. I get D is equal to 55. So I know what a C is, I know what a D is. So to find for the R is just the C plus the D. So the R is this whole thing over here, that is the C plus the D. So therefore the R is equal to 36 plus 55, and that is equal to 91 degree.